right, mask mandates are one thing, and now vaccine mandates, beginning with federal workers and pushing businesses to do the same. Bob Barr here to react to that, the former House manager during the Clinton impeachment trial and congressman. Very good to have you, Bob. Thanks for joining us.
Always great to be with you, Neil. Thank you, sir.
What do you think of what President Biden wants to do? A lot of people say we get it. You're dealing with these vaccine, folks who don't want to take a vaccine. You're trying to push the issue, but is it going to change the issue?
Well, I remember President Reagan saying that the most dangerous words in the English language are, "I'm from the government and I'm here to help you." We have moved so far beyond that admonition, Neil, that now we have a president that takes to the airwaves and says, "I am going to force you to do something, whether you like it or not, so just live with it." This is outrageous what the president is trying to do here, and I hope that the courts step in very short order and say, look, no matter whether you like it or not, Mr. President, you are bound by the Constitution in this land of ours.
Does it worry, and I don't know how you feel on vaccinations, period, but I guess what's stymieing this issue and leading the spikes is the millions who have not gotten vaccinated, some for very good reason, and they blanch at the president forcing it down their throat. But is there anything you would recommend he do, or can he do, to handle this? Because this is really largely born of those who haven't gotten vaccinated. And if that doesn't change, doctors tell me these spikes won't change.
I think, insofar as the president heads the executive branch of our government, he could say, we in the federal government are going to lead by example. And I am ordering federal employees to be vaccinated unless there is a good medical reason not to. I think that would have a much more positive impact than simply trying to order millions and millions of Americans who have no connection with the foreign government to get vaccinated, whether they like it or not.
But, the government is, in all sorts of ways, moving more into our lives here. And one thing that when the president said, my patience is wearing thin, I got a feeling like, well, my patience is wearing thin with your patience wearing thin, because I might think differently. And when he says that, essentially, I'm done being Mr. Nice Guy, what does that portend? What is he signaling there?
Well, it's bizarre to have a president say, I'm going to force you to do something simply because I have no patience. Patience has nothing to do with the Constitution. There's not a patience clause in the Constitution. The Constitution provides limited and defined powers to the federal government. And forcing somebody to receive an inoculation is not in the Constitution by any reasonable stretch of the imagination. Now, as you've indicated, the government has become so intertwined with so much of our lives that it's perhaps a small step to do what he's doing. But anybody who has any regard for the limitations placed on the government by the Constitution should be very upset by what he's doing here.
We'll have to watch it closely. Bob Barr, great catching up with you. Wish we had more time, but be safe, be well. Bob Barr, the former congressman, the former House manager during the Clinton impeachment trial. That's another one, it seems like, just yesterday.